Alright, just doing a quick lot check here. This is March 2024. Taking a look and see what this Kia dealer has coming up here. Yeah, they got the new Sorentos in, and I gotta say the blacked out appearance package here, this it looks fantastic. And this color, everlasting silver, is probably one of my favorite silver colors. I mean, it's not even really silver, but the way it kind of pops in the sun, it goes from light to dark. I don't know. Can you guys can you catch that on camera? It's a fantastic looking color, especially if you don't want something too bright, too bold, but yet something that's a little bit different. It looks fantastic. This one, the lake blue, yeah, I kind of like that as well. Now, obviously, you're not going to have quite the contrast with all the dark black accents that they updated on this Sorento for 2024, but yeah, let's take a peek inside one of these and just kind of see. Now, if you haven't seen one of these in person, it's worth taking a look at. You know, this is not an expensive SUV. And look at the wood finish here, memory seats. A lot of leather trim on this. And even the seats here, this kind of quilted pattern that they have, very nice. The wheel, obviously, leather wrapped is what you want. And the new screen, all the way across, very large. Of course, it's going to have all the technology that you want. And yes, of course, we do get the panoramic roof, you know, with the black headliner, of course, matching the black exterior accents as well. This is a hot new trend. Obviously, you know, it just makes it feel a little bit sportier. It wasn't that long ago that you had to get a Porsche or something to kind of get this kind of attention to detail, the stitching, the wood, the black accents, as we mentioned. Look at this little sill plate even. Sorento right there. And the rear door, you know, it's the same thing here. They didn't cheap out on it. You got the wood. You even have heated seats right there on the door switch. Of course, the center console is nice, as you can expect here, with the power outputs as well. And if you're wondering, does it have USB? Of course it does. It has USB-Cs right on the side of the seats here, so a little bit actually easier to reach as well. And just look at the finishes here. Now, of course, you got the captain's chairs. This is the top-of-the-line Prestige model. So, you know, if you want a bench, I don't know, can you get the bench? And then, of course, there is a third row back here. Now, you know, this is a fairly small SUV, which is nice because it's not, you know, if you don't want to drive something big. But, of course, the third row isn't going to be, you know, there you go. I mean, it's not going to be the biggest thing in the world. But of course, you know, if you're carrying kids back here, that's what it's designed for. It's going to work, no problem. And actually, we don't get the quilting. We don't get the quilting, but it still kind of has this nice perforated section. So, you know, and of course, the USB as well. On both sides? Yeah, of course. All right, this one is Dawning Red, and it is a little bit dirty, so I apologize for that. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. This is actually, it looks a little bit darker, a little bit more of a bronzy, earthy bronzy touch to it. It's not quite so much a red or even like a maroon red, a darker red. It's kind of feels like it does have a little bit. Yeah, it's just like a little bit more earthy of a tone of red, kind of unusual. And of course, this new Sorento, now that I'm looking at all these Sorentos, I mean, they don't look bad in any color. And I gotta say, when I saw the pictures online, I thought the headlight, you know, the way the running light kind of comes so far into the grille, I thought it looked a little awkward. But in person, man, I tell you, it really works. It really does. Here we go. Here's another one. You might be interested in this one as well. This is Wolf Gray. So it's kind of like a solid medium gray. This, you know, these kind of gray colors have become hot. To me, it's not my favorite, you know. To me, this is, I don't know, it does kind of look like primer a little bit. Now, you know, it is a little bit nicer than that, obviously, with the gloss, but yeah, not my favorite. But it's still, you know, it still looks good, doesn't it? It really does. Look at that. Wow, look at that. For a 3-row SUV that's affordable with all the features and more that you really want. And yes, this thing's got tinted windows, tinted glass in the back, but of course, you know, maybe you want just a little bit more privacy, a little bit more shade. Of course, it's got these as well. I don't know, name a feature. I mean, I think this thing has it. I think it has it. A couple of Tellurides here, one with the black appearance package and one without. The new headlights, of course, those were updated last year. Still looking good. Telluride all black. I know a lot of you guys like it all black. Yeah, it's just still a fantastic vehicle, isn't it? And this, you know, this thing came out several years ago and they're still, yeah, it's still a hot car. One of the other newest Kias that they have here is the EV9. This one's the electric. It's more of a, it's almost like a minivan, crossover minivan. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys interested in this thing? If so, let me know. I'll make some more videos on it. This one is actually the, I believe this is like the matte silver. I forget the name of it. Yeah, and there it goes. I mean, it does look nice, but I think you got to be, it makes washing it difficult. So, yeah, that's, you know, still though, I guess if you want to hand wash your car all the time, it's an interesting option, isn't it? And just a quick peek inside one of these EV9s. This one's got the light gray interior. I mean, you know, this is all about maximum space here. Of course, this one has got this fancy seat extension, thigh support. Yeah, something you wouldn't really expect to see here. Of course, you know, again, we got the digital screen that goes all the way across. Very spacious. I mean, this is all about, yeah, you can find a place for pretty much anything you want to put in this thing. That is a little small though, but you do got the wireless charger there as well. Of course, you got this like the chauffeur style seat adjustments on there, and then of course this is the big surprise here. There's just so much room in here. Second row, third row, yeah, you know. And yet on the outside, it does kind of have that Telluride vibe to it, doesn't it? Look at this. Look at the finish on here. The buttons right into, it's not, it looks like almost like a recycled, is that what they were going for? Like a recycled material there. Very cool, very nice. The seats, two-tone. Yeah. The dual sunroof. There's a lot to like here. Dawning red again here with the Sportage. We got a white one and a black one. Still looking good for kind of a smaller, this is more of the compact size SUV. A little bit of a unusual design on it. Let me know, have you warmed up to this? Let me know in the comments if you guys have warmed up to this design. Of course, you know, like all the other newer Kias, you are going to get a lot of features on the inside as well for the price. And it still has a lot of cool little design details. I mean, just the attention to detail, the finish on this lower bumper area, the tail light. Look at this little section up here. Nice little diamond pattern in there.